Right friends, welcome back to revision modules. Let us make a good beginning of UPSC Civil Services Preliminary Examination 2019, which is going to be held in the first week of June. And as we have already announced, as far as current affairs is concerned, we are going to present minimum 80, maximum 100 modules. Minimum 80, maximum 100. All these pertains to current affairs, and I am going to present all these 80 to 100 modules, minimum 80, maximum 100, and I am going to divide these modules into 8 categories, right? These are the 8 categories, and the first module is from this category and the second module is from this category. So like that, we are going to bifurcate all the current affairs related preliminary aspects into 8 bifurcations, or you can say 8 divisions. And here this module number will be serial number of the module for current affairs, and this number pertains to this specific domain, right? So the first module of this year's revision is on map based events, right? So let us go ahead. This is the first module, and let us start with the integrated check post, ICP. ICPs means integrated check posts, or you can say land boundary posts. Whenever India has got land boundary with foreign countries, then this integrated check posts are established, and these are monitored by Land Ports Authority of India. This is under the Ministry of Home Affairs, and you can have a glance at the names also. Sometimes they may also be important. Dauki, that is in Meghalaya, then More is in Manipur, Petrapol, Benapol border. This Petrapol is in West Bengal. Like that, this Atari, this is in Punjab. So please do not forget, these are some of the locations of integrated check posts. And integrated check posts, one most important point is it not only facilitates passengers but also facilitates goods also. So integrated check posts facilitates not only passengers but also goods. This is the important point. These are monitored by the Ministry of Home Affairs, right? Having discussed about this, let us move on. This is about the Dhubri Fulbari. Dhubri Fulbari, and this is going to be the longest river bridge. It is going to be built on Brahmaputra river. We are talking about Dhubri Fulbari. This is going to be the longest river bridge, right? This will connect Dhubri in Assam, Fulbari in Meghalaya. So when you look at India's at present longest river bridge, India's longest river bridge at present is Thola Sadia Bridge. Thola Sadia Bridge is on Lohit River, please don't forget. This is also known as Bhupen Hazarika Bridge. This is in Assam. This is on Lohit River. Lohit is the tributary of Brahmaputra, and this is at present the longest river bridge, and the new bridge, that is the longest river bridge, is going to be this Dhubri Fulbari Bridge on river Brahmaputra. Let us look at this Dahej Khoka. This is the Prime Minister's dream project, right? So at present trucks are going like this, and here 12 loaded trucks were transported by this Ro-Pax ferry from Dahej to Khoka. Have you glance at it? And this is Gulf of Kambat, please don't forget. So this is going through this. This is just 31 kilometers. If you go by land route, that is more than 290 kilometers. Land route is 294 kilometers, and this is the prestigious project of our Prime Minister, and this is Gulf of Cambay, please do not forget, right? Then the next one is, this is the world's longest sea bridge. This is inaugurated by China, right? This is Hong Kong Macau Bridge, right? So this is the 6th longest bridge of any kind in the world, and this is the longest sea bridge, don't forget. This is opened by China. Look at the most important aspect here, the longest road cum rail bridge, right? Recently the longest road cum rail bridge is inaugurated on this river Brahmaputra, that is Bogibeel Bridge. Bogeybill Bridge is the longest road cum rail bridge, please don't forget. And already there are 2 road cum rail bridges on Brahmaputra River in Assam. One is this Jogi Ghopa and the other one is Sarai Ghat Bridge near Guwahati. So sometimes these type of infrastructure projects are also important from your examination perspective. So please don't forget Bogeybill Bridge. This is the longest road cum rail bridge, and a short while ago we learnt about the Bhupen Hazarika Bridge on River Lohit is the longest river bridge. Right? And if you look at it, Jojila Pass, this is going to be constructed. This is on the highway Srinagar Leh, and similarly Chanani Nashri Road Tunnel. This is inaugurated in Jammu and Kashmir. This is the longest road tunnel, don't forget, right? Then the next one, please don't forget, government is going for 6 water aerodromes. Recently, government announced 6 water aerodromes, out of which 3 are in Gujarat, 2 are in Assam, 1 is in Telangana, right? And Nagarjuna Sagar, all of you are familiar in Telangana. And this Guwahati riverfront and Umrangso Reservoir, these 2 are announced for water aerodromes. And Sabarmati riverfront, Statue of Unity, and Shatrunjaya Dam. Many of you may not be well aware about Shatrunjaya Dam and Umrangso Reservoir, and these 2, please don't forget, these 6 are the places which are identified for water aerodromes. Look at the next one. This is about Greater Nagaland or Greater Nagalim. There is demand for it, and please don't forget, in the month of August 2015, framework agreement was signed, and in this context, please don't forget the demand for Greater Nagalim that extends into not only the state of Nagaland, but in the adjoining states of parts of Arunachal Pradesh, parts of Assam, parts of Manipur, right? This is important when somebody is talking about Greater Nagalim, right? Then the next one is, these 2 hydroelectric projects are into the news. Why these are into the news? Because Wildlife Institute of India gave some clearance, and because of this, these 2 hydel projects are in the news, and these 2 hydel projects are in Arunachal Pradesh, or you can say proposed in Arunachal Pradesh. One is Italian Hydroelectric Project, Lower Demwe Hydroelectric Project, and the most important aspect is this is dangerously close to one of the project, that is Demwe project is dangerously close to this Kamlang Wildlife Sanctuary. So when such type of approvals are given, sometimes from examination perspective, this wildlife sanctuaries may become important. So in this context, don't forget Kamlang Wildlife Sanctuary. So therefore, Kamlang Wildlife Sanctuary, this is in Arunachal Pradesh. This is into the news because of the Wildlife Institute of India's certain clearance with regard to these hydroelectric projects, and also it may jeopardize the habitat of the Gangetic River dolphin, right? So Kamlang, please don't forget, Italian, Lower Demwe, these pertains to Arunachal Pradesh. These are into the news, don't forget. Then the next important aspect is Eastern Peripheral Expressway, Western Peripheral Expressway. These pertain to Delhi. This is basically to reduce the traffic congestion in Delhi and at the same time to reduce pollution in Delhi. These are into the news. Please do not forget about Eastern Peripheral Expressway, Western Peripheral Expressway. A short while ago we talked about Jojila Pass, Chanani Nashri Tunnel, Bhupen Hazarika Bridge, at the same time Bogeybill Bridge. These are important infrastructure projects. Let me remind you one more important infrastructure project, that is with regard to bullet train between Maharashtra's Bombay and Ahmedabad. So therefore, from Mumbai to Ahmedabad, the bullet train project, it passes through the states of Maharashtra, Gujarat and Union Territory of Dadra and Nagar Haveli, very, very important. And the cost of the project is around rupees 1 lakh crore, and out of which around 80% is provided by the Japanese government as the soft loan for the project. Right? These are important because the important infrastructure projects are very much in the news, right? And look at the next one. This is River Eye. This is associated with Dvizing Festival, and River Eye is the tributary of Manas river, don't forget. And this Dvizing festival is the annual river festival celebrated in the Bodoland territorial area districts region of Assam, don't forget. River I, which flows from Bhutan, this is the tributary of Manas, and Manas is in turn tributary of Brahmaputra, don't forget. And this is the festival, Dvizing festival, which is celebrated every year in Assam, right? Then look at the next one, St. Mary's Island as well as the Lunar Lake. These two are into the news, very, very important. This is St. Mary's Island. This is near Udupi in Karnataka. This island is close to Malpe beach in Udupi in Karnataka. This is one aspect. Second aspect is Lunar Lake in Maharashtra. These two are into the news, right? And why they are into the news, I will look at it a short while from now. And both of them are likely to become global geoparks. Because of that, these two are into the news. These are the potential candidates for global geoparks. And what is global geopark? We will come to it a little while from now. And St. Mary's Island, this is declared National Geo-Heritage Site in 1975, and it is considered to be 88 million year old formation. And most important, this St. Mary's Island is a hexagonal mosaic of basaltic rocks. Please remember this from your examination perspective. St. Mary's Island, this is off the coast of Karnataka near Udupi, and this is 88 million year old formation, hexagonal mosaic of basaltic rock, and it is one of the candidate for global geopark. Till now, there is no global geopark in our country, and two are the prospective candidates which are being proposed by Geological Survey of India. Geological Survey of India is attached office to the Ministry of Mines, don't forget. This is also important. So what is this? This is global geopark. Right? So this mechanism is by UNESCO, and there are around 140 or so from various countries which are declared as global geoparks. And UNESCO global geoparks are here single unified geographical areas, right? And to declare them as global geoparks, what is important is they should be managed with protection, education, and sustainable development. Right, that is the requirement. And this global geopark, this concept is of UNESCO, don't forget. And here geological heritage is to be combined with natural and cultural heritage. Right, the requirement for this global geopark is 2 points, don't forget. They should have proper protection. They should have mechanism for sustainable development. Not only that, on the other side, geological heritage should be combined with natural and cultural heritage. Right, UNESCO Global Geopark, and we have seen one is St. Mary's Island, that is the probable candidate for Global Geopark, and second one is this Lunar Lake. Lunar Lake is basically in Maharashtra, and Lunar Lake is the only known meteoritic crater in basaltic rock. Here we are talking about basaltic rock, here also we are talking about basaltic rock. So please remember St. Mary's Island, then Lunar Lake, and this is the only known meteoritic crater in basaltic rock. These two are the probable candidates for global geopark, and this is in the news when Geological Survey of India, which is with Ministry of Mines, announced these two are the probable candidates for global geoparks. Please don't forget, global geopark mechanism is the initiative of UNESCO. Two things are to be ensured to make it as global geopark. Look at the next one. NiTi Aayog constituted Himalayan State Regional Council. Please don't forget, there are 12 states in this. This is for sustainable development of Himalayan region. Don't forget, it has got 12 states, and all of you are well aware about 11 states. West Bengal is also included. With West Bengal, it constitutes 12 states, do not forget. Look at the next one. This is with regard to the Bru displaced people, or you can say historic agreement was signed between Mizoram and Tripura with regard to the Bru tribals. They were displaced from Mizoram. They are staying in Tripura. In Mizoram, actually they were displaced from Mizoram to Tripura, and they will be rehabilitated back in Mizoram. This is with regard to Bru tribals. And when somebody is talking about Bru tribals, don't forget two states, Mizoram and Tripura. Look at the next one. India's first national sports university is coming up in Imphal, Manipur. Don't forget, India's first national sports university is coming up in Imphal, Manipur. Then the next one is, this is last year, Bandhan Express between Kolkata and Khulna was inaugurated, and with regard to various trains between India and Bangladesh as well as India and Pakistan, we will deliberate once again. So this is Bandhan Express between Kolkata, Khulna, and this is most important, Delhi-Mumbai Industrial Corridor, right? And if you look at the major infrastructure projects, don't forget the Western Dedicated Freight Corridor, Eastern Dedicated Freight Corridor. So two dedicated freight corridors are coming up. And here this is Delhi-Mumbai Industrial Corridor, and Delhi-Mumbai Industrial Corridor is coming along the Western Dedicated Freight Corridor. Western Dedicated Freight Corridor, that means this industrial corridor is coming up near Western Dedicated Freight Corridor, and please don't forget it is going to create 8 industrial nodes, or you can say in 6 states. So the aspect of Delhi-Mumbai Industrial Corridor, please do not forget 8 industrial nodes in 6 states. What are these 6 states? Starting from Maharashtra, Gujarat, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Haryana, then Uttar Pradesh. So total it will have 8 industrial nodes from 6 states, and it is running along the Western Dedicated Freight Corridor, and Dholera is one such industrial node situated in Gujarat, right? This is enough. Then Ratnagiri Refinery and Petrochemicals Complex. And please don't forget, this is promoted by Consortium of India's PSUs, right? India's PSUs formed as a consortium. What are these public sector undertakings? The public sector undertakings, IOCL, BPCL, HPCL, they formed as a consortium, and the Saudi Aramco and ADNOC, they are also associated as strategic overseas partners. What is ADNOC? This is Abu Dhabi National Oil Company. So Abu Dhabi National Oil Company and Saudi Aramco. What is this Aramco? Aramco is the petroleum company of Saudi Arabia. So Saudi Aramco, then Abu Dhabi National Oil Company, these two signed MOU to jointly develop and build an integrated refinery and petrochemicals complex at Ratnagiri in Maharashtra. Don't forget. And it is the joint effort of India's consortium as well as these two foreign companies, right? Please do not forget the overseas strategic partners in this Ratnagiri petroleum complex or refinery and petrochemical complex are Saudi Aramco and Abu Dhabi National Oil Company, right friends? This is very important. Indian Strategic Petroleum Reserves Limited. This is the special purpose vehicle under the Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas, and this Indian Strategic Petroleum Reserves Limited. This is storing the petroleum, or you can say crude is being stored in the underground caverns. Already at 3 places they are being stored. One is Padur, second one is Mangaluru, both in Karnataka, and Visakhapatnam in Andhra Pradesh. Right. So this is the first phase. And in the second phase, Padur and Chandikol in Odisha are in fact nominated, right? So Union Cabinet approved additional 6.5 million metric tons of strategic petroleum reserve facilities at 2 locations, that is Padur in Karnataka, Chandikol in Odisha. Please don't forget. And this is the initiative of Indian Strategic Petroleum Reserves Limited. This is the special purpose vehicle under the Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas. Right, please do not forget, in the first phase Padur, Mangaluru and Visakhapatnam. Second phase, Padur and Chandikol, please do not forget. Right? And then please don't forget International Energy Agency. This is the body headquartered in Paris, International Energy Agency. As per International Energy Agency's guidelines, 90 days of storage is required. 90 days of storage. And India maintains 65 days of crude storage. And 10 days of reserves are being kept at 3 places. As I have already told you, 10 days of reserves are being kept at 3 places, and now additional 12 days are planned. With this, it goes up to 87 days, right? So this is all about the storage of the petroleum, or you can say crude, in the underground caverns. These places where they are situated, these are very, very important, right friends? Look at the next one. This is about National Waterway 1, right? This is into the news because for the first time, country's container cargo, this container cargo is transported from Haldia right up to Varanasi through this National Waterway 1. National Waterway 1, please do not forget. It is in fact spread across 4 states, right from Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand and West Bengal, and it is the World Bank aided project. And now the first phase, it is being developed from Varanasi to Haldia. This is Jal Marg Vikas, or you can say World Bank aided Jal Marg Vikas of Inland Waterways Authority of India. And Inland Waterways Authority of India is under the Ministry of Shipping, please do not forget. And the total cost of the project, part of it is shared between Government of India and the World Bank. So that's why it is called World Bank aided project. And India has got 111 national waterways, please do not forget. And the second national waterway is entirely in Assam, right from Sadia to Dhubri. Please don't forget, National Waterway number 2 is entirely in Assam from Sadia to Dhubri, and National Waterway number 3 is Kottapuram Kollam, this is in Kerala. And when one looks at National Waterway number 4, it is spread across different states like Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Tamil Nadu as well as Puducherry, right? So India has got 111 national waterways. India is trying to promote national waterways in a big way. So this project is very, very important from your examination perspective. Right friends, Karnataka has been allocated 13.5 TMC feet of water from Mahadayi river. So therefore, here the water from Mahadayi river, I told you number of times, the origin of this Mahadayi river is Bhimghat. And sometimes Bhimghat may be asked in your examination, and this is nothing but Mandavi river, which is called in Goa, and this originates at Bhimghat in Karnataka, and this is west flowing river into Arabian Sea, and Goa is objecting to the transfer of water from this Mandavi river basin to Malaprabha basin. Malaprabha basin is nothing but part of the Krishna river system. So therefore Malaprabha is the tributary of Krishna. And here for transferring the river from this basin to that basin, so finally it is agreed upon, right? And according to the final report of the tribunal, this is agreed upon to shift water, right? So please don't forget about Mahadayi river, Mandavi river, Malaprabha river, right? And Kalasa-Badhuri project. Kalasa-Badhuri project is the project of Karnataka. And for that project, the Karnataka government wants some transfer of water from this basin to that basin. Finally, it is agreed upon, right? So these are important. Then North Coil river, right? Here one important aspect is here Bihar and Jharkhand governments with regard to North Coil Reservoir project. And please don't forget, North Coil is the tributary of Son river. Son is the tributary of Ganga river, all of you are well aware. So North Coil project, or you can say North Coil Reservoir project, is in Jharkhand, and it benefits Jharkhand and Bihar, and it was stopped because of some issues pertaining to these two, Palamau Tiger Reserve and Betla National Park. and now the project was given green signal because it provides irrigation facilities to the drought prone areas of Bihar and Jharkhand. So therefore, North Coil Reservoir project is in Jharkhand, and it was stopped in 1993 by the Forest Department, and now it is given green signal by reducing the height and by changing certain design specifications. So when you look at this 2-3 important points, please don't forget, where is North Coil Reservoir project, and here what are the tiger reserves or national parks which are into the news when one looks at this North Coil project, right? Next one is this Meghadhatu project. Now there is a dispute between Karnataka and Tamil Nadu with regard to this Meghadhatu, and this Meghadhatu, Karnataka government says it is for drinking water, or you can say it is balancing reservoir cum drinking water project, and Tamil Nadu is objecting to it. And you can see here, Tamil Nadu government moved the Supreme Court, right, with regard to the permission given by the Central Water Commission to Karnataka to go ahead with the preparations of detailed project report with regard to Meghadhatu. That's why it is into the news, right? Then if you look at this Chabahar port, and I would like to tell you 1 or 2 important points. India Ports Global Private Limited, this opened its office, and the name of the port is Shahid Beheshti Port, please don't forget. And this India Ports Global Private Limited, this is the joint venture between Jawaharlal Nehru Port Trust and Kandla Port Trust, right, or Deen Dayal Port Trust. So therefore, the important aspect is this Shahid Beheshti Port, or you can say India Ports Global Private Limited, that opened its office, or you can say the government of India announced the commencement of operations at the Shahid Beheshti port, please do not forget, right? So another important aspect, Iran, India, Afghanistan, they signed a pact, and this is transit and transport corridor. So if somebody is talking about transit and transport corridor, this is basically pertaining to 3 countries. Here this Chabahar port can be used, or you can say Shahid Beheshti port can be used, and that facilitates multimodal transport of goods and passengers. That means not only goods, passengers can be transported across the 3 nations. For that purpose, this transit and transport corridor agreement was intended, right? And from your examination perspective, Hambantota, of course, in Sri Lanka, then Gwadar is in Pakistan, being developed by China, Kakpu port is in Myanmar. So these are all important from your examination perspective, right friends? This concludes first module. Have a nice day. Thank you.